Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about Gilligan's Island. Now, if you were born before 1985, you probably remember watching Gilligan's Island. It only had 98 episodes, 3 seasons, but it was syndicated throughout the 70s and the 80s. In fact, it was one of the longest running syndicated shows in history up until probably The Simpsons. Now, the thing I wanted to talk about is why it was so successful. And a lot of people don't appreciate this. You see, Gilligan's Island, for those of you that don't know, was about seven characters who were supposed to be on a 3 hour tour. Again, if you've ever seen the show, you know the opening song. But they ended up stranded on an island and they were constantly trying to get off, and the plans were always thwarted. But the characters were all archetypes. You had Gilligan, who was the fool, he was the joker. You had the skipper, he was the warrior or the leader. You had the professor, he was essentially the wizard. You had Marianne, she was the virgin, she was the pure and innocent girl. You had the millionaire and his wife, who were the king and the queen. And you had the movie star, who was, well, to use the word WHORE, right? A woman who uh, got around. And it was the interplay of these seven characters who are archetypes that made the show last, right? These are archetypes for a reason. And it's not a coincidence that all of these characters could be related to those archetypes that I described. That was part of the show. Occasionally there was, a guest character, like a native or someone who got stranded for a little bit, then got off. But it essentially was always about those seven archetypes and how they would interact. And it was because of this that the show lasted for so long and was so popular.